All right. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay. Hello. It's Rachel from Needle and Flax. I have never done this with someone, so I'm incredibly uncomfortable.
Hi, I'm Liz.
This is Liz, the Wandering Stitcher. And she wandered over to my hotel room.
Oh, aren't you witty? Your little pun.
Well, you look like you're laying in bed. So.
I do, actually. Slightly inappropriate.
She came over to take a nap.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in Cincinnati, where the Wandering Stitcher lives.
Yes.
Liz.
The Wandering. You're like Tara calling people by their handle names.
And we decided to do a video because I sent her to market for me for Needle and Flax to get some charts for my website. And then I drove down to Cincinnati to pick them up and hang out down here and take a few days off. So
yes,
that's what we're doing. We've done dinners, antiquing.
With Karen and Brett.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've hung out with... let's see. Oh, God, what have we done?
Oh,
okay.
We went to dinner on Monday night.
Yep. Go ahead, you tell what we did.
With Pam and Steph.
Yes.
Just keep stitching. As most of you guys probably know, well, I guess if you haven't watched me, you don't know, never mind, but you may have heard on their channel if you watch them. Pam and Steph and I live like 5 minutes apart from each other. So, when they found out Rachel was coming, we coordinated a dinner to get together with them. Steph is insanely busy this week after coming back off of market, so we were able to squeeze in a little bit of time. Rachel had never met them before in person, so we did dinner Monday night with them at the Golden Lamb, which Rachel is a huge fan of now.
Oh my God. And Pam and Steph were awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it was a really fun dinner, but it was even more fun in this restaurant.
So it's the oldest established and continually run inn and restaurant, or I think, but the hotel part of it is
right
here in the state of Ohio. So, and it's in Lebanon, Ohio, and it is chock full of history, and all kinds of presidents have stayed there and eaten there. So of course it was right up Rachel's alley. We had to explore like all 5 floors and every single room.
And we ate in the Dickens room.
Yeah.
The Dickens dining room with just books all around us.
Oh, I know. You liked that.
I liked that a lot.
Yeah. It's an amazing place. It really is. I haven't ever eaten anything. I've never been in a restaurant like that before /
Well, it's not only good atmosphere. Well, first of all, I love how they have like the different dining rooms and areas sort of decorated different, but it's all antiques in every single room, kind of with a theme that's somewhat cohesive but different, right?
Correct.
A different vibe in every room.
You really flipped for the shaker room.
Oh my God, the shaker room. Oh my gosh.
Really
if you love early American decor and antiques, this room would like blow your mind.
It's good.
Yeah, like you might have a fainting spell in there. But I think what's nice, it's not like redone.
No.
Like that whole hotel is like, everything is like original.
Yeah.
And I'm saying like a lot, but it's true. There's no elevator.
No, we huffed it up the stairs.
So if you have to, if you were to stay there or want to wander around, you have to be able to climb stairs.
Yes.
Although, if you just went there for dinner and you could do stairs.
Yeah, you don't have to for dinner.
Not for dinner, but what is it, 4 or 5 floors? 4?
So the dining room would be the first floor, and then it goes up 4 more floors of rooms from there.
Oh my gosh. And each one's named after an author or a president that has stayed there in the room. And it's like a lot of Victorian furniture, a lot of East Lake style furniture. Yeah. And they're upgraded. There's TVs in every room.
Oh yeah, there are. I mean, it's modern.
It's modernized, but even the carpet was old.
The carpet was
old. The carpet was like the very old... I would say, what do you think? Like teens?
Probably.
Just after the turn of the century, maybe through the 20s, like that real printed floral carpet. Every room was different, and it was old because it wasn't like...
No. And modern bathrooms, so.
Modern bathroom. Oh, it was just amazing. It was amazing. So if you're near Cincinnati, I would say stop there. And the food was good. That's the other thing, is you had the atmosphere, but the food is good too.
The food was really good.
So, yeah, I'm going back.
She's a big fan.
I'm a big fan. So we did that, and then yesterday we went antiquing with Karen and Bren from Fox and Rabbit, and we spent the day with them. We went to the largest antique store in the entire United States.
That's what they claim.
I don't believe it. They all claim that.
I mean, it is huge, though.
It's
don't
huge.
Get me wrong. It's massive.
Huge.
It's the largest I've been in before, but...
It's probably the largest I've been in. But, when you're driving across country and stuff and you see all those big antique barns and they're like, largest in the world! I mean, but they tell you that when you walk in the door. Welcome to the largest antique store in the United States.
It is
like,
really big. At one point, because I wasn't on the top of my game yesterday, but at one point I found a very comfy couch in one of the booths and just plopped myself down there and was like, just come find me.
She was napping on a Chesterfield halfway through the antique mall.
I know, it's true.
So Karen and Bren and I all got treasure. Did you get that crewel work piece or you didn't buy it?
Okay. Karen and I went back and discussed it, but I decided no.
She found something, but she was off her game. So
Karen found a sampler.
Karen found a sampler.
And a sewing bird.
Yes, with the pin cushion intact.
The original.
She'll probably show it on their next Flosstube.
Yeah, she probably will.
So then this morning we had brunch.
Yes.
And we got to meet the famous Jan.
My first Jan.
Yes, part of the rock band, Susan and the Jans. And
Jan Calvert.
Right. She's the drummer.
Yeah.
And oh, and we went to Keepsakes on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
I have not been to Keepsakes.
Oh yeah, geez, how did I forget?
So I did some damage there, and that's a fantastic shop.
It is.
Yeah, the hype is real, people.
Lots of models. I do feel like my hands are still really big.
Yes, she feels like she has ginormous hands. And other parts in this video.
I do. We're like at a table. I feel like I'm barely above it.
So she had a list at Market to go and get, because I am not a shop that really sells a ton of charts, but I'll just pick charts here and there, and I don't buy a ton of them, but I did some pre-orders.
You did a lot of pre-orders.
I did a lot of pre-orders for stuff that was on my linen, especially.
Yes.
But I did have her grab a bunch of other charts because I like to keep, if you're going to order linen, you might as well throw some charts on there and make the shipping worth it.
You do have a good amount of charts in your shop, though.
Yeah, I do. But I don't order, mass amounts.
No,
I'm no 1, 2, 3 stitch or a Hall of Hands, I don't have...
You had to say it like that.
A Hall of Hands. That's how our friend Tara says Christine's name. Hollis. So what we decided to do since we were together, and I haven't uploaded a video in forever and a day, is that we would go through some of our favorites. Because I basically got ones that were both of our favorites.
Yes. She's like, let's do this video, but it's going on my channel.
I was like, it's got to go on my channel because I never have time to film anything. So
neither do I, you guys. Neither do I, and I apologize for that.
Right. So if you don't know the Wandering Stitcher, she also has a channel.
Yeah.
And you can go watch her. Actually, we should talk about your Friday Night Lives.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Okay. So
she was kind of I did a live with my friend Jennifer, but then that sparked Rachel to say, "Oh, I think you should do these more often."
Yeah. So if you're not on Instagram, I know some people are Facebook people, some people are Instagram people. It's worth getting on Instagram because what Liz is doing is most Friday nights. There's a couple nights where she's had to take time off.
Actually, this last Friday was my first night off.
Right. And you're going to have another one coming up that you can
this Friday.
Do. Yeah.
Oh, no, at the end
Next
of March.
Friday.
Yes. This Friday I am.
So on Instagram, if you go to the Wandering Stitcher and you go to her profile, if you go, I'm trying to think.
What?
I was going to say you should pull it up on your phone and show where your reels are. Your Instagram. Because some people don't work Instagram. So Friday night she's doing a live with different stitchers
thinking of all these things I wouldn't think
I'm kind of bossy. So she's doing these live interviews. So they're Friday nights at 8:00 Eastern. Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So she's just chatting. So they're about an hour, right?
Yeah, around that.
Okay. So when you go to her Instagram page, right here would be her feed, but then if you hit the little TV with the play button, you're gonna see all of her. Hit that button.
Oh my gosh, I'm doing it in the video.
Yeah. So these are all of her lives, and you can go through.
She looks so disgusted at me. Can I scroll up? Oh yeah, there we go. I can scroll up.
Right, so every Friday after she does it, if you're not available for the live, they're saved in her Instagram. Yep. So it's kind of fun. Like right here, you've already got 6 hours of watching that somebody could do.
Yeah.
So that's how you would find it if you missed the live. The only reason to get on the live would be if you want to interact and chat.
Yes, because people do. There's actually a lot of chatting that goes on, and I sadly miss the majority of it.
Right.
Because I'm talking to whoever I have on. But Rachel and then our friend Penny do a really good job of kind of to help moderate through the conversations because I miss most things.
But I've even stitched through it. Okay, I'm not good at watching the comments. Penny does.
Penny's good at that.
Yes. Penny's way more on the ball than I am.
She is. She takes it serious. I adore her.
So yeah, but it's kind of like a YouTube, right? But it's on Instagram, and they're not short. They are interviews, and you can sit there and stitch and just listen because nobody's really showing anything. It's more chatting.
No, we're not showing anything really.
And getting to know people outside of just stitching, but maybe with a little stitching talk too.
We do talk about stitching, but the goal is kind of to allow you guys to maybe get to know them on a different level than what you maybe know them from either their Flosstube or from Instagram. So I tend to ask more personal questions, and I mean not deep, dark.
So far she's had, I was the first one, so I was the test run.
Yeah, I know. We're going to redo Rachel.
Who was after me?
Laura.
Okay, Laura Duet from Brenda and the Serial Starter.
Yep.
Then Tina Egner from
Team Egner on
Team
Instagram.
Egner on Instagram.
Pam and Steph.
Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching. God, why am I not remembering the order that you did these in? Tara Sullivan, Sully Stitches. She has an amazing Flosstube.
Who she was not a Flosstuber when I asked her. I make this disclaimer because I am doing non-Flosstube people too, but she decided to start one after I asked her.
Right. But I think because, well, now we're just going on and on. But I think because, Liz lives near Keepsakes, and they do the retreat every year, StitchCon, which was sort of started as a way for people to interact with Flosstube people. Yeah. So naturally, a lot of the people just happen to be Flosstubers because she's met a lot of people over the years at StitchCon.
Yeah. And then Brenda was the last one I did.
And Brenda from Brenda and the Serial Star was the last one, and that was a really good one too. So
that was a good one.
Even if you don't know those people, I think they're very fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody did a great job.
And this Friday night will be Elizabeth Ann from Elizabeth Ann Can't Stitch.
I know. I'm excited about it.
It's going to be fun.
Everybody I've had up until this week, I know pretty well. And I've met and spent time with them. So I just met Elizabeth Ann at Market this last weekend, briefly. Thankfully, we got to chat for a few minutes and give her a quick hug. But I really don't know a lot. And so I'm actually kind of, this is the first one where I actually really am asking questions that I really don't know the answers to. That I really would like to know. So
they're hilarious. You're just going to laugh. It's fun. But you don't have to be on the live. Because I've seen a lot of comments like, oh shoot, I missed it. So on the phone where I showed you, that's where you find them. Yeah. And unless you want to really talk to somebody that she's going to talk to, you can just watch them whenever you want.
You're like, don't even bother with the live people.
Well, I mean, I go on lives all the time, and I tend to not, I'm not someone that comments
I
or
don't
talks.
comment very often when I'm on them.
I just want to watch them. So they're like kind of like a Flosstube.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, okay, I think what I like about it is like back when you only had 3 TV channels and you had appointment watching television, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it kind of feels like that. Like every Friday night I have something to look forward to and sit down and get all my stuff kitchen all cleaned up and get in my bed with my stitching and sit there and watch. Like it's fun to have like a little appointment, something to look forward to. A lot of people did that during COVID, and now there's not that many people doing event stuff on the internet.
No, COVID was actually really good.
COVID was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Not all of it, but the internet part was good.
The internet part was because so many people were on it because it was the only way to connect to a lot of people. Yeah. So it was. Yeah.
So definitely, that's a long commercial for.
Boy, it was.
The long Friday Night Live with Liz.
We can move on from that.
Yeah. So one thing before we show some of our favorites from Market, because it's kind of going to be more of a chart parade, right? Yeah, I mean, that's what this is. But one thing I wanted to show, because I actually had time to stitch.
Oh, yeah, you did finish this.
Yes.
And I'm sorry. How does your hair look so good? It has been like drizzling rain all day here, and I feel like a drowned poodle over here because my hair is
My hair was curled today. It was curled.
And mine is going all frizzy. How did yours go straight? I don't even know what's going on, but anyways.
Mr. Smith serum.
Are you serious? Is that what it's called? Yeah. Mr. Smith serum?
It's Australian, mate.
I've never heard of this.
We'll have to ask Karen if she knows what it is.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
My daughter Melanie's like a rep for them.
Oh, ish. Oh, well, yeah.
Because of her salon.
Know. Yes.
Okay, so I had to start.
So good.
I love this. I'm obsessed.
Oh,
doesn't it look good on this one?
Oh, it looks amazing on that lid. Oh, I love that.
Okay. I hope you can see it too. Where's the cover of this darn thing? Okay. So for the Homespun Needlework exclusive, right? Julie Kersabe's group on Facebook. She has exclusives all the time, and I order a lot of them. But I was really excited about Stacey Nash because she's one of my favorites. And when I get those kits, I don't usually start them right away. But for whatever reason, I was like, I've got to do the Stacey Nash one, like stat.
Yeah.
And it's not big, so it's not going to take a long time.
It actually looks big in the picture.
It looks big, but it's not. So I've had some stitching time. I decided to dig in and start it. Now, the linen that came with it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's needle bling broom grass, but it's a darker linen, and I didn't want it quite as dark as that, so I will use it for something else because I do think it's very pretty.
Yeah.
But I decided I wanted something lighter, so I pulled out one of
the greatest color ever,
one of my needle and flax linens.
My favorite.
And it's Hawthorne, and I started it on that, and look how much I've got. You guys know I don't stitch. Look how much I've gotten done. Oh, I think it's going to be so pretty. And I think what's fun about this one is...
You're doing that on 36 or 40?
I'm doing it on 40. I think. Where's the selvage on this thing? Yeah, it's 40. The fun thing about this is Stacey usually has very muted colors.
Yes.
And
Which I love. She has a Liz palette for sure.
Yes. And I think, don't you think the palette is still the same, but I think because it's on such darker linen, she really deepened them a bit.
Yeah.
So this seems to pop more on a lighter linen.
It does.
Don't you think? Than her she normally does, but it looks fantastic.
What is that red? Do you know?
You would think I could remember what the red is.
And the light.
Oh, it's Lancaster, our favorite.
Oh, well, of course that's why I like it.
Lancaster red, and it's all Weeks dye works.
Oh,
Lancaster red, baked apple. Now, the only bummer about this is that I think Julie may have just closed the exclusive.
I don't know when it was closing.
I don't know if she did. If not, it'll be released next year, which I would assume could possibly be market time. She'd probably have the release.
Yeah, because this came out before market.
Yeah, but this is the entire width of it. I mean, it's not big. And I'm almost down to like the little barn. I don't know. It's very pretty. It's very cute. So if you're not in Julie's group on Facebook, I know. I never get to stitch anything.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
I know. So you never know. I may finish this in 5 years.
You are constantly, all you do is dye and work. So
I know. I thought I don't know. But yeah.
Those are great colors.
Aren't they good?
You know how much I love Weeks anyways. Weeks is my favorite, hands down. Well,
I'm a little tangled hot mess.
I know. Brenda would be having a heart attack right now if she saw this.
Oh, Brenda would.
Look at that.
Okay, stop. We're not even going to go there. Now it's getting embarrassing. They're good colors.
It's like a visual metaphor of my life these days.
Right. So that was my stitching, and that's that. Next time I do I think last time I did a video, I said I was going to do a whip parade, which is another reason I haven't done one of those, because those take a while to get everything together.
Yeah, they do. That's why I haven't done one too.
So I will, but this will be a nice filler before I can get that done. So, okay, so we grabbed some of our favorites. I don't think we have any overlaps.
No, we did kind of check that to make sure.
So we'll go back and forth, and we'll see how long it takes. We're only 19 minutes in, so.
It's a short one.
Let's rock and roll.
Are you saying that is in that's not a lot of time?
No, we got plenty of time.
Oh, okay. Oh, am I going first?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're not in any order. They're not like, it's not leading up to our favorite.
No, they're not. Although this top one happens to be one of my absolute favorites.
I love that one.
Oh, it's so good. Speaking of Stacey Nash. So I can't see. Is there like a glare on this or something?
No.
Should I take it out?
No, that was good.
Oh, look at that blue ribbon too. So this is the Federal Sampler sewing bag, right? Yep, Federal Sampler sewing bag by Stacy Nash.
That's a good one.
That blue house, oh, so good. Oh, dolphin.
The urns are good. What's the
Yeah,
red?
it is.
Lancaster red. It's the best red.
And then that's the inside of the sewing bag. Oh, this was hands down one of my absolute favorite releases.
You know what? She really needs a American flag there.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, it looks very Americana to me.
Mm-hmm. With the birds and everything.
You could always add one.
I could add one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my number one, as in an order. Although it is one of my absolute favorites.
Okay, so one of the ones I grabbed. I didn't grab this for my website. No, this was just for me. I really liked this little, from Needlework Press, the little spool kit and chart by the Paper Thread, which is Vicky's collaboration with Monahan Papers. And I actually saw, I think Vicky posted on Instagram, it's stitched on linen, on a pillow, not on the paper.
What is?
I believe. This pattern.
Oh.
So it came with the perforated paper, and I liked
the front
it.
Picture.
Yeah, I liked it on.
Is that what you're talking about? Is the linen on the front picture?
Yeah, but I think I saw one on a pillow. Anyway, that's how I'm gonna stitch it. Is on a pillow, not on the paper. And it came with a spool.
But Vicky's a fan of the perforated. Vicky is a fan of the perforated paper.
Yes, I like stitching on perforated paper, but this one I thought, oh, that'd be a cute little pin cushion kind of thing. And the only reason I didn't buy this for the website is because I don't want to ship the spools. I just wanted charts. So this one, actually, I just got for, myself. So that would be one of mine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I have both my Stacy's together. This is the other Stacy.
Stacy.
I can't speak.
Everybody
Stacy
does that.
Nash, one that I loved, which I've stitched quite a few of the animal crackers. They are all currently with my granddaughter, but I've done 3 of them. And even though I disclaimer, do not normally like stitching rabbits or bunnies. I know, don't hate me. I just don't. It's just not normally my thing. I actually thought it was a mouse at first, and then I got corrected by certain people that it was a rabbit. Not
She
a
hates
mouse.
small, cute things.
That is not true whatsoever. But look at this. I feel like
God, that radish kills me on that thing. It's so cute.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Look at that little guy. I can't even see.
I can see it.
Is it?
Yeah.
That yellow
Cardigan.
And then she's talking about the little radish.
Like needlebook. I, think
I
it's
guess
a little
it is.
needlebook.
I don't
You
know
have
what
to see
it
it
is.
opens on the back.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a little tiny needlebook. Now this is done in Schneckly. It's not my favorite, so I'm switching it to whiskey. But
Of course.
I know. Shut up. I do love it. I mean, look at her. Is she not adorable?
She's cute.
And she even has little striped socks down there.
I think she has Mary Jane's on.
Oh, it does look like that with a little strap over it, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Oh my gosh, just stop. So she's called Maggie May. And I love her. Love her.
You could play some Rod Stewart while you're stitching that.
I could.
Yeah. Okay, so I like samplers. And I love this one. Actually, I love Needle Made Designs. Has 2 Scottish sampler releases. And I would say the other one would be above this one in my...
Oh, and that was the one that didn't get
It wasn't
printed
printed in time.
Yeah.
So those are going to be shipped. And I don't remember her name. Anne something, I think. Anyway. So I love that one too. But I really love... This is another Catherine Shearer, 1829. So it's a Scottish one. I like that it's got the bright white house. And then it's got white lettering. And a white border. Isn't that funny?
Wait, what?
See?
Oh, yeah.
It's got a lot of white in it.
That's a bright white. What did they use?
I don't know what it's... I don't even know what it's stitched
Maybe
on.
it's just because the linen's so dark. Is it
I
a
think
darker
I was going to
linen?
say I think this is a Mason linen 40 count dark button box by Mason linen.
Yeah, I think it just pops because it's such a
and she
dark
did it in
linen.
Belle Soie, so
Oh yes.
yeah, so it's variegated thread. It would be very pretty.
Vanilla pudding.
I love that one. I love all Scottish samplers. They're like my jam. So now what do you got?
Yeah, that one's really good. Okay, next one is from our friend Paulette. Proverbs 31 sampler. Now this is actually finished on the most beautiful wooden box. And it's by Old Colonial
Designs.
Yeah, they're the ones who had the box for these. Paulette had it mounted on the box. It was so actually gorgeous. So this is Proverbs 31 sampler.
On Ligonier Latte.
Oh, so it's R&R.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll switch that color. And so the box is 7x7. So this is actually, I mean, it's small. It was a lot smaller in person than I thought it was going to be. As was that box one and the house one. It was tiny.
Yeah, when Jordan Little Stitch Girl did that Instagram reel this morning where everybody was opening the door and showing their, even Paulette grabbed that one and it was like this.
It's tiny. This one was small too. So
that would be a cute pillow. Especially if you're doing 46.
Oh yeah, because it says the box is 7x7, so this is even tinier than that.
Yeah, you could do it as a pincushion.
Leave it to our girl to Paulette to do a super dense.
Yeah, she put a lot of stitches into 7 inches.
She's gonna get her money's worth there on that linen. She's gonna take up all the empty spaces. I love this one though. She did a great job. Okay.
I have to take a drink.
Love it.
Before I talk again. I don't have my coffee.
Oh, and I'm not stitching the swan. Didn't I tell you that already?
Yes.
I know.
It's a small animal. There was a horse all over it.
I would not. Oh my gosh. It's a small animal.
Okay, so then I love this one, and I'm going to tell you why I love this one.
It's a lot of words.
Oh, stop. And, well, they're all different colors, too. Okay, so this is Violets and Verses, E. Hawkridge Girls National School. Now, probably on my webs, I will pull out and show one of the things that I like. Okay, so years and years ago, when Lottie Da first came out, I was, like, obsessed with Lottie Da.
I still love Lottie Da.
I still love Lottie Da. But, I don't know, I guess it was early 2000s. And she had a sampler, and I can't remember. It might be called Savior's Love, I think it was. I think it's out of print because it's not at the distributor. I haven't seen it on Lottie Da's website, and I haven't really seen it, found it at a stitch store. I lost the pattern. I still have my working copy, and I have most of it stitched, but it was on a real low count, so I'd love to restart it. And it has this exact building on it. So this must be, and the Lottie Da one says St. Mary's Girls' School on it.
Oh, does it?
Same color. It's like a salmon-y colored house with the columns and the... So it's very similar. I'm wondering if Lori from Lottie Da maybe picked it up from some antiques, was inspired. Or maybe there's multiple antiques.
Girls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm assuming there's probably, maybe if they went to that school, there may be more samplers with that building on it. But I think it's cool. I didn't even look at the...
So I will also make a disclaimer. There was a chart of Lori's that
It's in North Carolina, that school.
Oh, is it?
I just read it inside of the... Yeah. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting, but I love the colors on this. And I love that little school because I'm a Catholic school girl and anything called St. Mary's is good with me.
Lori had a chart that I really wanted that I could not find anywhere and was not on her website at all. And I emailed her and said, listen, I cannot find this and I don't see it on your website. Is this out of print? And she said, oh, I have copies of all of my charts. If you want one, just let me know, and I'm happy to send it to you. So she has them all, and she sent it straight out to me. She was really great, but she said, I have copies of everything. If people want something that they can't find, I'm happy to print it off. And
maybe I'll even see if I can order a little bundle and put them on my website, because it's a super cute chart.
I don't know that I've ever seen that one.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's got a big sunflower next to that building. Or a similar building to that.
Oh, yeah, I've definitely never seen that.
But it made me wonder if she was inspired maybe by, because it's not exactly like that, but it's very, very similar. Similar windows, similar colored house. And I thought, oh, I wonder if she was inspired by an antique to do.
So who are all those names? Aren't those names on there? Or is it a verse?
No, it's a verse. Just the words are all in different colors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got 2 borders. I think it's going to be very pretty. This is probably one of my top ones.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. So, yeah, that would be a long-winded way to say Violets and Verses, E. Hawkridge.
Next up for me is, no surprise, Teresa's Serenity. Oh my gosh. I cannot.
She won't take out the deer because they're larger animals.
The model of this, I mean, this picture does not do it justice. Seeing the model in person, it's big. It is big. So I actually think I may take some of these bands and stitch, like, even if I did this one, because especially with the moss, like up in that corner up there, they're so faint, but oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. I mean, Teresa really did.
This would be an amazing drum.
I know, wouldn't it?
Oh,
it would be so good.
Oh my gosh, and you could stitch a berry basket on top.
No.
Like for the top of a drum?
Oh, yeah, I thought you meant on top of the house. I said no. No, I don't want that on top of my house.
She doesn't like things on top of her houses either.
Don't!
Unless it's a chimney, it doesn't belong there. But I mean, if you did a drum and you did that, so that's your side band, so it's a taller drum, and then take one of these birds and stitch it for the top.
Oh, yes. Oh, that would be good.
It would be really good.
It would be good. I will tell you, hands down, my two favorite. Oh, I don't know if I should say this. Should I have favorites?
Yeah. We all have favorite children. Why not have a favorite part?
We do not have favorite children.
Changes day to day, but
right.
That's what I always tell my kids. They go, "Do you have a favorite?" Because they always think the youngest is the favorite, which is kind of how it goes. And he's the only boy.
Same here.
But I'm like, honestly, it depends on the moment you ask me. Because sometimes I can't stand some of you, and sometimes I love you to death and think you're the most wonderful things in the world. So
this is true.
Love y'all the same, but sometimes there is a favorite.
Hands down, my two favorite rooms at Market. I loved. I was happy and loved all of my rooms, but for different reasons. The first one was Teresa's room, and it's because the models. Her room with her models was unbelievable. She brought more models than anybody, or at least any of the rooms that I walked into. Teresa had, I mean, she had so many models, and they were everywhere. And
and she has the benefit of not only being close enough to drive.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have to ship stuff like other people, but she's also been doing this for so long.
Yes.
That she has a big catalog.
She does a beautiful job setting up her room. I mean, it's stunning. Her room is amazing. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. And seeing some of these My Dwelling Place, Let Love Reign, the Serenity one, what was the other one? What's her patriotic one? Land That I Love. I had never seen the models of a lot of these, and being able to see the models, oh my gosh, it was amazing. And then my other favorite room was Vicki Jeanette's room, Needlework Press. Mm-hmm. And her room was so cool. Like, she had like a full-on like French haberdashery in there, and the things that she's curated and found are it's pretty amazing.
She's got mad style.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah. Her Market room looked like it was a bedroom that had like come out of her house. Mm-hmm, and if you've seen pictures of her home, then you know.
Her Instagram feed's amazing.
Oh yeah. Like she knocked it out of them. I mean, seriously, her room was amazing. And she had personal shoppers. She called them.
She was the Nordstrom of Market.
She was. They only let so many people in. I happened to make it in the first round. They let 6 people in. I was the 6th person in. And then one of her amazing, lovely helpers and friends were in there, and they were like your little personal shopper. So you would tell them what you wanted, and they would go grab it. They started a bag. When I picked something up, they put it into my bag for me. Like, and then once I was done, they said, "Okay, your bag is right up with Vicki. Whenever you're ready to check out, just head up there." And I'm
now, You did say, though, Violets and Verses had beverages and cookies.
Oh, they did. She did. Yes, she did.
She called me and she's like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
It was so relaxing in there. And they had these yummy cookies. And they were so nice. And
you sit down on the couch and chat while you're enjoying your, like, custom Violet cookie and your beverage of choice. Yes.
Yeah, I'd be there for the cookies.
She did a great job. Yeah, she did a really good job.
If I ever had a booth at Market, mine would look like Dollar Tree, and they'd probably put me right next to Vicky. It would just, that would be my luck. I'd be like, here's a table, here's the linen. I have no energy to do more than this. And Vicky, you know, has her personal shoppers, probably with British accents, welcoming people in.
Probably. You know what though? The rooms were fantastic. Everybody, seriously, what those designers do to transform those rooms into like a welcoming space from the sterile, hideous decor that's in there, like kudos to all of them.
Yeah. It makes me tired even thinking of
they
what
do such a good job with rearranging all the furniture and the tablecloths and covering up those awful pictures on the wall, and the lighting is horrible in there, so many of them bring in their own lighting. And anyways, yeah, but I digress.
I wouldn't know, I didn't go.
This is true. This is true.
My disclaimer would be, it's a very far drive for me, and I don't sell, I don't have to get buttloads.
No.
A lot of. I didn't mean to say buttloads.
As if that was a naughty word.
Sounded like it when it came out of my mouth. Weather is a concern in the beginning of March from where I live. So I didn't know until the last minute whether I'd be able to go, although I always register at the beginning. And last year I couldn't go, and I knew I wouldn't be able to go the year before that. And so I'm like, So she was going to go as my helper anyway. And I said, would you just be willing to go, and I'll meet you in Cincinnati, which is way shorter for me and way easier to navigate if the weather were to change. It turned out the weather was good this year.
It was good.
Yeah, it really is a weather concern more than I'm not willing to go. So one year I will go, and you can still be my helper.
Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, just be nice to me.
It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. I was on a time crunch because I needed to be out of there by noon at the latest on Saturday, and so
she didn't stay the whole weekend.
No, I was running around like a mad woman trying to get everything Friday night, which is just hectic and chaotic to begin with. Yeah. So,
and I had a list.
You did.
I had the maps, and I had a list.
You had a map and highlighted rooms on what I need to hit on each floor. You were very good. Steph would have been proud of that.
Yes, all stapled in a packet.
It was. She did a great job with that.
Okay, so you should. Okay, God. Now I'm even forgetting what we're doing.
We talk too much.
We do.
I was last.
Okay. So another one I love, which actually was pretty popular, I think, is Vibrant Flowers by Kathy Barrick.
Yeah, I think it was really popular.
And this one's on Needle and Flax Linen, Thornfield. Kathy told me she goes, I could design everything on Thornfield. So she had 3 releases at Market on Thornfield.
Plug for Needle and Flax.
Plug for Needle and Flax. If you haven't tried the linen, you should. I was doing pre-orders for kits on this one. Or on the ones that were on Thornfield. I did limit them because I had to get the pre-orders into the designer. I couldn't just do it unlimited. So, and I have all the thread packs and everything at home, but I will probably add more because right now I think some of them are sold out. The other thing that I did do is I had a lot of people ask just for Thornfield. They didn't want the kit, they wanted Thornfield. So I'm pretty sure there's still some pre-orders on my website for Thornfield if you're looking for it. But I just think that's so pretty. And I love that Kathy designs with NPI because that's my favorite silk.
Is that what you kitted them with? Was it NPI? Oh.
Yeah, they're NPI kits. You get a fat quarter of Thornfield and 36 or 40 with the NPI. And then I think for the farm one, not the farm one, the animal, wild and domestic, whatever, wild and farm animals. That one I think it had, I don't know. I did that one separate. You can get the chart and the linen, or you can get the thread kit separately because I think it was more expensive. I don't remember. It might have had a large thread list, and I'm like, people, that's a lot of money. I'm going to separate those out. So anyway, that's that. I like that. I love Kathy Barrick.
I do. Oh, all right. Next one. Plug for another needle and flax linen. This was probably one of my most absolute favorite market releases from our girls, Annie Bees, who I love Annie and her girls. They really are.
Oh, they're so good.
I do love them a lot. They crack me up.
Yeah.
They're funny.
They're hilarious.
They're funny. We're always laughing.
And they're not good decision makers, if you know what I'm saying. They'll know what I'm talking about. They really need to pay more attention.
You're lost
in their life decisions.
They do. They definitely do.
Go ahead.
Missed opportunity. This is Mini Mansions. I love this. I don't know if this is showing up that well. Is it? This is like a yellow house.
I feel like the photo on that one's slightly faded from what
because the model is incredible. I saw the model and oh my gosh, was it amazing?
Yeah,
I'm
stitching that one for sure.
It was so good. So this is done on Dolly Madison
with DMC.
Yeah, and this looks really light in this picture. It's darker.
Dolly Madison's a beige.
Yeah, it is. It's darker than what this picture looks like for sure. So these colors, especially of the birds and stuff, pop big time on the model when you see it in person. It's a good one. It's a good one, girls. It's a good one.
Okay, this is my actual favorite Kathy Barrick this year. Kathy Barrick usually has one of my favorites. You know,
I got this one too.
Oh God, this house. This is again on Needle and Flax Thornfield, but oh my God,
she really does like the Thornfield, doesn't she?
Oh my gosh, no, she actually emailed me and said I could design every single thing I do on Thornfield. I love it so much.
Fan of the Thornfield,
and she's designed other stuff on it before too. It's a good color. It's a good neutral.
If I do say so myself.
Well, I mean,
it is.
It is.
Oh
my God, those houses
and I love this picture back here
and the horses. I just love a folk art vibe. And I NPI. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, do I love this one. Now, did you see the model of this? Was it like whoa?
Oh, it was.
What was your favorite model of hers?
That one was my favorite model.
Was it?
That blue house.
It's the blue house
every time.
Yeah, and it's got like a stone foundation. Oh,
that
I can't
blue
wait.
house in person is even prettier.
Yeah, with the brown and I don't know. She's an artist.
Oh, she's definitely a true artist, without a doubt. She is definitely a true artist. Okay, so I stopped in to see my friend Lori, Thread Milk Designs, and picked up her, what is this? Sesquicentennial alphabet.
I don't even know what a sesquicentennial is. What the heck is that?
Well, 1874.
Sesquicentennial.
I don't know what a sesquicentennial is.
I've never heard of it, but I'm just not that educated. I have no idea.
You are. You're more knowledgeable than I am on these. I guess I have to ask Lori. I know this is, I saw the antique because she had the antique there. Her friend Sandy, well, I guess my friend Sandy too, and she does have a picture of it on the back. This is
that antique is cool looking.
Oh, and this frame is stunning.
Look how close she got it.
I know. Oh, it's
not the same frame.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but good.
It is really, really good. So I love these alphabets, especially if you're going to monogram something for like a friend or give them like a little gift with their initials on it to do like a little needle book or a button or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's good. And this one is done on Thornfield, yet again, by Needle and Flax.
I have no idea.
But this one is it's actually very, seeing it in person, it was good.
I'll have to get that. I want to stitch that, I think.
Oh, I love it.
It's kind of even grown on me since, I like the size too. And sometimes when you don't have a lot of wall space, that's the perfect little thing that you could hang anywhere.
And you can't see it in here, but do you see how these get lighter?
Yeah.
Well, she got to the J. It was the J. Lori and I talked about this. She got to the J, which you're not really going to be able to see it, especially because we're in hotel lighting. She got to the J and did half of it in the dark, and this far half is in this light color because she must have run out of the dark color because then everything else is light from there.
On the antique?
Yeah, on the antique. She got right there to the dark, and then half of this J is in the light, and then the rest was stitched in light.
Could be fading, though.
No, it is a different... You can see it in person.
Oh, okay.
It is definitely a different color completely.
Oh, that's fine. Well, she must have run out of thread.
I know. That's what we thought was cool. So, anyways, whatever sesquicentennial. We'll have to look that up. I'm surprised you don't know.
I've never even heard that word.
Well, bicentennial is
50 years?
50?
Yeah. Right?
I don't know. What's 100 years?
Oh my God, we're going to look really stupid if we discuss this. Let's just pretend like we know what they all are and move on.
Sure, we'll go with that. Actually, I may Google that real quick.
Sesquicentennial, is that like 75 years?
I have no idea.
God, I don't know. Okay. So I think Stacey Nash, every single release she had this year was amazing because I love Stacey Nash. But I love Nautical.
150.
Oh, well, of course.
Now y'all know.
Right. It was a bicentennial's 100 years.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I said it was 100.
What did I say?
50.
Oh, God.
Look, we combined the two, and that's the 150.
There we go. So I love Nautical. And we're coming up on summer stitching, so I think this is good.
This one is so good. I got this one for sure.
Calling of the Sea. It's all smalls. This is on 46 count. Oh, she did 46. I don't know if I've ever gotten a Stacey Nash pattern where the model was on 46.
Never have I gotten a 46 count.
46 count Seraphim antique lace, which is a beautiful linen too. I love the whale one. I love the whale. And I think, man, this would be great on so many different linens because you could really make it look different if you were doing a darker linen or a gray linen or a really mottled linen, or you could do it on a blue linen and even change some of those little quilty stars. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities with this. But my favorite stuff.
Oh my gosh, I wonder what that's strange. Stacey usually always does 36.
I don't know. Unless she had a model stitch. I don't know. I thought she stitched her own models. I don't know. We don't know Stacey well enough to really guess for her. But
even better.
Even better that you don't know her?
No, even better that it's on 46. It's what I'd stitch it on anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
I do love antique lace.
Yeah,
when I get a good dye lot of it.
I like Seraphim.
I do. Okay, on to me. Next up is Summer House Stitchworks Faith.
Oh God, I love
this
one.
This is one of the ones where the picture, even though the picture's good, she actually does do a decent job on the picture, but the model's so much better in person. And this is the first of the series, and so the greatest of these, so it's in reference to Corinthians 13, which I thought and then was confirmed when I walked in her room because she had the other two pillows in the series in her room, so you could see the whole series of it. So
it's Faith, Hope, and Love.
Faith, Hope, and Love. Yep. But she already had the pillows done, so you could see all three of them. But
I love that coverlet look.
It's gorgeous. Gosh. And of course it's blues, so I love it. They're all done in blues.
And it really does look like an antique coverlet.
It does.
The way she did the shading and the
Beth did an amazing job with this. She really did. I love this one. So I'll be getting all three of them. Yeah, she did such a good job. So.
That's another one you could do in almost any kind of linen and make it look different.
Yeah, you could. Oh, yeah. You
it would be amazing. Okay, so she picked the small rabbit that she was okay with because it had a cardigan on it.
It is true.
It was a small animal dressed up well enough for Liz to like it.
That cardigan sold me.
Yeah, and of course I love the bobbin one, which she loves the bobbin too.
I do like the bobbin.
But, oh my God, you wind your thread on a bobbin. Now, of course, the bobbin doesn't come with it. No. Stacey Nash said she got hers on Amazon.
She did, yep.
So look on Amazon for a small bobbin. It's not an antique. And then you wind the thread here and you run it through the finished little mouse. And I have a phobia of mice.
Oh, you do?
Oh, bad. Yeah, I hate mice, but like this, I could totally do it. I can totally do it. If there's one in my basement or my pole barn, I'm like having a conniption fit. Oh, we had a house one time where we got one in the basement. Natalia was like 3, and I wouldn't go downstairs. I would not. I was like, ah! And she goes, I got it, Mom. And she grabbed the broom and went down there, bonked it over the head, put it in the dustpan, and took it outside for me because I was having like a fit. And it was like this big. It was so tiny.
Stacey is another one I will say.
All of her releases were so good.
Those models in person were they were absolutely amazing.
Yeah, her aesthetic is my jam for sure.
Like, I mean, her pictures, I mean, it's not that her pictures are bad necessarily. Even, like, she used to have real pictures that she would put on them. And now these are, like, the photocopy ones. But I'm telling you, these models in person, oh, my gosh. Like, they were amazing.
Yeah.
They were amazing. So good. Okay. Next one up for me is by Needle Made Designs. Linda Vincent. And this is Learn What Is True. Now, I don't know the story.
It's a companion piece.
Yeah. I don't know the story on these. If these were just the little... Did she take it from something else? Or... That's what I don't know.
It's just a mini sampler.
Yeah. Learn what is true in order to do what is right. I loved this one a lot. Even though it has a ball tree. But I love it. I'll get over it.
They're not balls.
They are.
They're actually fun to stitch. It's like doing a berry basket.
It's debatable. I don't like berry baskets.
Oh, okay.
But I do like Teresa's. And I think it's because Teresa...
You don't like small animals or small balls.
Shut up. Yes. I think because these are like different colors and like two-toned, it's actually... Those are different.
See, no, I think that would be more of a pain in the petite to stitch. That would drive me nuts. Whereas those little ball berry things, they're
yeah, fun. I mean, these I could get into a rhythm easier with these for sure. But
they're on a lot of samplers.
I love this one. I love this one. Learn what is true. So
okay. So my next one would be Cardan Antiques and Needlework, and this is Ann Newton, 1838. There's a lot of red in this, which if there's red, I love it. Did you see this model in Stacy's room?
I did.
Was it amazing?
Oh, it was.
Yeah, and it's just got a big red house, so how can you not love a red? And a red border. What kind of border is it? It's a strawberry border. Classic. And the little people are cute. I don't always love the little people. There's a rooster. There's all kinds of good stuff on this one. This one's on 36 Cappuccino by Weeks Dye Works. So I think there's a lot of linens you could do this one on too.
There are.
Yeah, I like
definitely.
It. 4 little girls on it. Cute.
Me?
Yeah.
No. So
that guy over there, bring your patterns.
Well, I have it too. I know this is one for both of us, so I probably will show this because I know we both got this one too. The Forgotten Sampler, we should call it, by Needlework Press. MH 1860, the one that Vicky had forgotten somehow. It's that wavy border. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And the antique of this is incredible. It's amazing. This is such a good one. I don't know how Vicky forgot about that.
That was an exclusive for Cruel Goblin.
Oh, yeah. So this, I stopped into Fern Ridge real quick. This was not on Rachel's list. But I wanted to look in there because I have dabbled my feet or my toe just a tiny bit into peyote beading. And it's actually not as difficult as I thought it was going to be when I first did it. And so I wanted to see what they had because the 2 kits I have bought were from Fern Ridge. I don't really know if there is another. I'm sure there's other peyote companies, but Fern Ridge is the only one I knew about.
I just like the word peyote.
I know peyote beading. I know. I don't actually even know why it's called peyote.
No idea.
But anyways, this was one that they had taught a class. So the lady, I should know her name. I don't remember now. I talked to a lot of people. They had taught a class, and one of the ladies who was also teaching with them was teaching how to do this little kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Notions bag. But it was done on the Blackbird fabric when Blackbird had just released their new fabric line. And so when the ladies, there's 2 of them at Fern Ridge, had seen that, they're like, oh, we should do something as like an accompaniment to this Notions bag that they're going to be making this weekend. And so they came up with this one. Is the light on it?
Yeah,
light...
you can see it.
I know, but the light's like glaring at me, so I couldn't see it.
No, it looks
so
perfect.
This is called the Blue Sampler Bird. Oh my gosh. This little peyote was, it was so good. I mean, I fell in love with this. And this one really does not look that difficult. Some of them are very intricate. This one was not. And so what's nice about the Fern Ridge, ladies, is it comes with everything you need. It has your needles. It has all your beading. It has your floss stuff. I don't know what they call. I'm not that much into it to know what the thread is they use for these.
Looks like industrial strength type.
Yeah, it does. It almost looks like dental floss, but it's
like
not
an upholstery thread. Is
yeah,
what it looks like.
It's a pretty strong thread, but it comes with everything that you need in there, and the hardware to make the fob. That's all in there too. And they have really great instructions. Really good instructions on how to assemble everything. I know it looks kind of confusing when you're looking at it, but I have figured out how to read it. Yeah, it's really cool, actually. So they have really good, this is not the pattern, so I can kind of show this, but they have really good instructions on how to put it all together. I just thought it was something fun to do.
That's a good winter project.
It is. When you just want to pick up something else because you're like, you know what, I'm not feeling stitching tonight. It's kind of fun to have little quick things like this that you can pick up because these go pretty quick once you get them started. So, anyways, I just wanted to
shout out to Fern Ridge.
Shout out to Fern Ridge. Yes, ma'am. It is kind of cool. You know what? I think it's fun to learn new needle crafts. So, anyways, I did pop in there real quick to buy me some of those and ran into some people in there too. So, anyways, all right.
Okay, so this was definitely one of my favorites. I texted Teresa Koga after she had shown this in her Patreon as a preview.
I felt like I was rambling there, was I?
No.
Oh.
Not any more than usual.
Oh, gosh.
So I had texted Teresa and was like, oh, I've got to have this because it speaks to my Catholic girl heart. And that's her Faith in Stitches series, and this one's called Sacred.
I'm not a Catholic girl, but I liked it.
Oh, my gosh.
I actually love the prayer that's on it. I'm going to completely rearrange this. Sorry, Teresa, but she's not going to care.
No, she won't care. Again, we don't expect any less.
In my head, I already have it all arranged on how I'm stitching it.
And I don't know if she did it on, because she always does, if you're in her Patreon, you will get previews of the releases before she puts them on Flosstube.
Because we're both tier 4, right?
Yeah, we're both. Every tier.
I'm tier 4.
Every tier gets her videos, I think. Don't they?
Oh, they probably all get her release.
They all get the release videos, I think. Anyway, so she does all these previews. She'll show you like stuff that she's going to chart in the future, like her antiques, and I mean, she shows so much more in her I mean, you get your bang for your buck.
Oh,
with
hands
Teresa.
Down, the best Patreon.
For sure. Yeah. If there was an Oscar,
she would be taking it.
She would be taking it home every year. So. I don't know if she did, because sometimes I'll go and watch the YouTube that she does too, that's on with releases and things. But anyway, that's beside the point. The picture doesn't show how good this model looked. And this frame, she picked out like the perfect frame. The frame is amazing.
Well, Paula did it. Paula does her framing from Krakow.
Yes.
Which is just like 2 hours up the road from me.
But I mean, literally, if I could ever stitch, this is going to be a long time to stitch this. I would request this frame.
Oh, would you?
It's amazing.
Paula does an amazing job.
It's very folk art looking.
Oh,
you know, like the model looks very, I don't know.
I do love it. I'm going to switch it around.
Us Catholics like a Sacred Heart. Lots of people do, but I'm just saying. It just, there's like Catholic art.
The market on it?
I don't have the market on it. I don't have the market on Mary either. I'm just saying. There's like this Catholic art vibe that you get, which I'm always drawn to because, of course, I've been immersed in it my whole life.
No, I love this one.
But yeah, it just, I don't know. I love it. I love it.
Teresa That's one of mine. I does love. Good. Always.
And it's got a folk art thing too. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's a good meshing of styles. I love it.
It does.
Now I'm trying to justify why.
You are. Okay. And then I went into our friend Ray's room and I got a couple samplers from Ray, but this one in particular I liked. And I almost think, well, first of all, I bought it. I love this border here. And I just love this dark linen with those pops of color.
Yeah.
And so this one is a really great one that I think I'm going to pull out a few of these motifs to make into a little drum. With this border around it.
The whole thing could be a drum.
No, it's bigger than you think.
Oh.
But I could pick and choose ones where I think it would look. Oh, that has there. I can't show that. Never mind. I was going to show the.
Well, Ray Niles does a Flosstube too, and I don't know. Did she do a market release YouTube? I mean, I subscribed to her. I'm not sure if I saw it. But at some point, I am sure that she will do a Flosstube and go over these. If she
I don't want to show them. Although her book, she does a great job. So this is the antique that's in there. So she took out this strip, and then this flower border line there is what she used on the top and the bottom of this. So she did a really great job, and I definitely am going to pick a darker linen to put this on. That would look good on Mackinac Fudge.
Oh yeah, you're looking for something to
Yeah, that would look really good on Mackinac Fudge. Rachel's newest that she just released. It's a darker brown. Yeah, that would be good.
That'd be good.
I know. And then lastly, of course,
I have one more.
Oh yeah, you do yours.
She's putting the cart before the horse.
I forgot. I started. You still have one more.
And last but not least. Okay, so Teresa Kogut again and God Saw. This was not a Patreon, was it?
No, I don't think so. I haven't, or at least I don't have it.
I love it because it's kind of that Rhode Island style. I mean, it's an original sampler, obviously, but it's like she married the folk art and the Rhode Island style and the Teresa Kogut palette. And it's chock full. I love her people. Teresa Kogut does really good people.
She does.
They're just adorable. And they're not too cutesy. Sometimes when designers do people on stuff, sometimes I go, that makes it look a little cartoony. For me, they're adorable usually, but there's something about hers that are just super cute.
It is very Rhode Island style.
It's a very much
and
a
you
Rhode
like
Island.
those, like Paulette's. You love Paulette's.
Yep. I just love the way she did this, and I didn't see the model, but I think in person it would be amazing.
It is. Teresa Kogut is truly an artist. Absolutely an artist.
Yeah.
She's so amazing.
And you could spend your lifetime stitching hers because she's another one that just so many stitches.
They are.
Yeah.
They are very, very.
Yeah. So that would be my last one, and now
Blackbird books. Which I think everybody, well, actually, you know what? I don't know that everybody has seen everything that's in those. So here's what's kind of fun. So this one is called Moments of Glad Grace. I didn't think I was going to get both of them. I thought I was just going to get this one because I love this sampler better. The big sampler in here, but I kind of like the smalls in this one better. So I ended up with both of them, of course.
I haven't put those on my website yet because I wasn't sure what they cost.
So, well, yeah, that was
I have them to put on the website.
That was a surprise for everybody until you walked into Hoffman's room because nobody knew how much they cost. So this one has 4 or 3 smalls. 1, 2, 3 smalls and a sampler in here. So, let me get a picture so you can see those. So this was Acts of Goodness Flowers was one of the smalls. Can you
those
see?
Would be great for retreats like smalls exchanges.
So that was done on the antique toweling there.
Yeah.
And then this one, let's see, what's the other one? Moment Button Box. Is it a peacock or like a roadrunner thingy? Or is it just a bird with a flower behind it? Or a plant behind it?
It's a pterodactyl.
Oh.
No, I don't know. I'm not
it
sure.
almost looks roadrunner-y kind of face. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I can tell you lived in Texas.
Why? Because I just said Roadrunner? Oh my gosh. I mean, they do have those there.
I know they do.
They do have those there. And then the last one in this one is, oh, here it is. I'm trying to see which picture was better. Sing the Joyful Bird. There's that one.
When you're flipping that, I can smell the book.
I know. They have a very distinct smell.
They do have a, yes.
I wonder why it smells like that.
I don't know. It does go away.
I know, but it does. It has a smell. You know, like a new book or new money.
Yeah, it's whatever the printer.
I know.
You were flipping that, and I kept going, I'm smelling something.
Room freshener. Okay, so this is one of the smalls in here. Look at this drum. This drum is so good. This border around it is amazing. That's a big picture of it. So I wanted to show that one. What is this called? This is called the Strawberry Jar. The Strawberry Jar. And then there's this small, which is definitely, oh yeah, you can definitely smell it when I'm going through it. On the Alder Bough. Let me see if there's,
The big picture's good.
yeah, this one's on the box. Oh, I don't know, can you see that? I can't see what I'm looking at though. Fix it. You can see the camera, I can't.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. On the Alder Bough. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see it on the back. So it's like mounted on top of this little one. And it's small. It's little. It's really little.
Yeah, I think that other book has my favorite sampler.
Yes.
Although they're both beautiful. I would do both of them. They're tiny. They're not big.
Nope, they're not. I love More Strong.
It's also on the cover. Just saying. I have to go to the trouble of opening the book.
Well, the pictures on the cover aren't always as good as the ones in the book. It is good.
It's a good one.
It is a good one.
It's a good one. As soon as we see people stitching it online, we'll be like,
oh I know,
I gotta
probably.
do that right away.
How big is that one?
Neither of them look very big.
141 by 178.
Oh, piece of cake.
I mean, it would be kind of big for me. That'd be a mini one for you. You stitching your ginormous scarlet letters and not a chance.
Those really are good if you go to retreats and they're doing a small exchange.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're not going to disappoint anybody with a Blackbird.
Of course not.
And all you got to do is run to Hobby Lobby or
Yep.
Joanne. They tell you where to get the boxes, and
They do.
They're small stitches that take no time at all. And I mean, would you not just lose your mind if someone had
Oh
stitched
yeah, I
those
did
for
like
you?
how they did that. That one's on like a box.
Yeah.
That green box. It's really cute.
You don't have to be creative or think of something. You do that, and people are going to be fighting over your small at a retreat.
That they will. That they will. That's all I got.
Oh my God. We did 107.
Oh.
What do you normally do on your videos?
Like, my longest was 120.
I go an hour to an hour and 15.
And I still don't even get to talk about everything I want to talk about. Clearly, I don't know how people do these short videos and.
Well, there are people that really do them every 2 weeks, or like Pam and Steph doing it once a week.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of catching up to do.
No, I guess I talk. Clearly, I talk a whole lot at the beginning.
Yeah, it depends on my mood.
If you go on a tangent or not.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think that's really all we came on here to say, is show you a bunch of shirts.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, she needs to do a Flosstube. I need to do a Flosstube.
Yes.
Actually, my oldest daughter. Well, actually, if you don't watch me, then you don't know, and nor do you care. So I guess you can just fast forward through this. But my oldest daughter has been staying with us while her husband was away on a training exercise.
We're trying to match her longest video, so she's just going to talk for another 15 minutes.
No, so he's active duty military, and he's been away on a training thing. And so my oldest daughter and our 2-year-old granddaughter have been staying with us for the last 9 weeks. Let me just say that trying to film a Flosstube with a 2-year-old running around the house, and my other kids, it's been mass chaos in my home, and trying to film a Flosstube just has not happened. It just has had to take a back seat for the last. Somebody had told me how long it had been since I filmed one.
Yeah.
36 days or something.
Yeah, there are people that do countdowns and let you know that you're off your game.
Somebody let me know. It's been 36 days since you've done a video. I'm like, I'm sorry. I literally can't keep my. Well, I was gonna say a word, but I'm not gonna say it. I can't keep.
And with my
life together long enough to do that right now.
I would love to actually be on a schedule, and my intentions are always good. And then,
good intentions.
Yes, I'm well intentioned, and I can't follow through with what I try and promise because I want to please everyone. But the weeks just fly by.
They really do.
And every time I plan, I'm going to sit down on Friday. I'm going to carve out the time I'm going to do, because mornings work best for me because not as many people are in my house.
Same.
And I'll go, okay, I'll do it Friday. And then something inevitably happens. Like I get a shop that goes, we have an emergency. We oversold this. Can you help us out? And blah, blah, blah. And I thought are you shipping my order this week? Or, somebody's like, I have the flu. I'm home and we have no milk. And, like something, or like, I'll be like, my husband's like sleeping in. I'm like, is he not going to work? What the heck's going on here? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going in late today. So I start work. You know what I mean? I wish I was that determined to get them done that I just stuck to my schedule.
I wish I was that put together and organized that I could get it done. Now, they do leave. My daughter and granddaughter, actually, I was informed this morning, are leaving on Monday. So, next week, I am determined to get a Flosstube in there.
Because she's done a lot of stitching and stuff. Mine will be a whip braid.
I have done quite a bit of stitching. And I've got a lot. I mean, I've got a bit of haul. I didn't even do haul in my last video, I don't think, hardly. Yeah. And I've collected quite a bit since it's been over a month.
All right. So this is the hardest part, is like getting off of these videos in a normal way where you don't seem incredibly dumb.
An awkward send-off.
Yes. I mean, there's we could say something together in unison.
No, we're not going to be doing that.
No?
No.
We didn't think of a tagline. We really should have thought of a cheesy send-off.
You're usually pretty quick.
Oh, God, I know.
But Rachel's really good at stuff like that.
I don't know.
You've never done a video with anybody else, so this is like all new territory for you.
Because I'm usually talking to myself, which is much easier.
Do you like it better with somebody, or do you like it better on your own?
I'd say it's about the same.
Oh,
don't you think?
Sure.
Yeah, no difference to me. You could be here or not.
Oh, wow. Boy, can't wait to do this again.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how I end my normal. I always go, okay, I'll see you. Bye. It's like some dumb little wave.
You do what Nicola does.
How do you end yours?
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but I'm not British. That just doesn't sound good. Ta-ta for now. I can't do it. I can't do a British thing.
No.
I
don't know.
We could just say in unison, may your stitches be plentiful. Until next time.
Until next time.
Until next time.
You all are like, don't ever do a video again together, ever. This is bad.
Until next time, may your stitches be plentiful.
I don't know if I could say that in unison with you with a straight face, though. Thank you for watching.
May your stitches be plentiful.
May your stitches be plentiful.
May they be plump, perfect, and plentiful.
Oh my god.
Until we meet again.
Oh,
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Bye.